Hello everyone, your Taxman Chris, your number one taxman. Well, I just want to get with you guys on some updated tax news. This is just for something I just want to talk about when it comes down to people that are receiving like 1099 self-employed. And there's lots of confusion out there regarding people know what to file and what not to file and stuff like that. This video, obviously going to be shared around to people that, more like knowledge and to what to expect. So you're just not in the dark, and not surprised when things come in the mail and you're not for sure if you should file something or not. So this message is for you, that it might be you and it might not if you receive these type of forms here. So we're going to talk about two things: unemployment. We're going to talk about 1099 self-employed. Okay, so these are the main two issues that people are not sure if they need to file taxes on. And I swear I'm doing this video hopefully to reach people that might come across this and not sure if they need to file taxes on these two forms. So again, unemployment and then self-employed. Okay, these two forms are called 1099s. Okay, so these 1099 G for the unemployment, and then it could be 1099 miscellaneous self-employed. So these two forms, if you receive these forms, you must file with your tax return. Or if you did not work at all, and that's the only thing you got was these two forms, 1099G, unemployment, or 1099 miscellaneous self-employed. If you only had just that and you received these forms, you must file your income taxes. There's lots of confusion of people saying that there's a certain amount they only could claim. They heard this and they heard that. My advice is always consult with the tax professional and ask if you sure if these forms need to be filed. Now, the reason why I'm talking about these forms because I ran across people that didn't even know they have to file them, especially with unemployment. Some people was thinking that, well, since I didn't have a job, I get these forms, I don't need to file taxes. Yes, you do. If you collect any type of unemployment benefits credit from the government, 1099G, unemployment, you must file your income taxes, even if it's just that form. Very important. Very important. So keep that in mind. I'm going to try to surface this video across the nation so people could see that you must file these forms. It's very important, because if you don't file these forms and then IRS realize you did not file these forms, well, you'll be getting a letter in the mail saying that you didn't file these proper documents to prepare your taxes. So we don't want anybody getting hit with letters or penalties because they didn't file their income taxes with the proper forms. Now, this other one I'm really going to talk about, I'm going to try to get a little deep into this. It's very important. For those of you who's receiving 1099 and you're self-employed, you're probably going to say, what is 1099 self-employed? 1099 self-employed are for people who's receiving DoorDash, Amazon Flex, Uber, Lyft, okay, eBay, okay, any source of income that you're receiving from a third party, so you're making sales money. If you're self-employed, you will be provided that form from them. So that's a 1099. It's coming from any of these employers that you're doing self-employed with, that's going to issue these forms. There are some people said, well, we don't have to file taxes because there's a certain limit. but they got these forms in their pocket showing that they've been reported to the IRS. So that's a problem, because I really don't know where people are getting these from, that there's a certain amount to file. If you receive over $20,000, $30,000 in revenue from anybody, they're going to report you to the IRS. And your job is to ensure to find out if you're getting these forms. If you don't get it in the mail, what happens if the mail come a problem? You're not for sure if maybe they sent it. So what's your next option? If you don't get nothing in the mail, what would be your next option? Your next option would be going online. You go online. Go online to pull up a profile and you look for tax document. What makes you think that you'll make $20,000 in these type of funds in eBay, DoorDash, and you're not supposed to file taxes on them? Federal law, if you make any money, even if you wasn't receiving any type of 1099, you're required to file taxes, even if you're accepting cash. So there's no scapegoat for anybody. If you're in business for yourself as a solo provider, you're required to file taxes even if you're making cash. So what makes you different than anybody else not filing these forms? So it's very important that you do your homework, go into these portals, whatever they have, to retrieve these 1099s. If you know you make over $600, you should be looking for that form. If you did not receive that form, by law, federal law, you have to file taxes on that money if you're in business, even if it's cash. So, there's no scapegoat for anybody. If you want to file your taxes properly, that's the proper way to do it. You have to do your research with these vendors to ensure you don't have a 1099 floating around. And some reason you didn't get it in the mail. You will have to go to the online and pull them up, print them out, and if you receive a 1099, you need to file taxes. That 1099 is reported to the IRS that you made that significant amount of money, and you, taxpayer, should be filing taxes. Period. So, if you guys have any questions with that, you can always inbox me. Or you could go to the irs.gov and just type in 1099s. And then it'll tell you exactly when you should file, how you file, what's the minimum, limit, whatever. Do your homework and don't assume that nobody is not reporting their part just because you fail to do your homework, to go back and check and see was that form issued out to you. You don't want to wait 3 or 4 years later and realize, oh my God, I got a letter from the IRS, I got to pay this money back. Can you help? Nope. Because once the IRS get a hold of that and you did not file taxes on that 1099, that you didn't do your homework to go check to make sure you receive, they're going to do it for you. And therefore, that all your little credits and benefits that you could have had gotten if you would have filed your taxes is gone. Because they said you were negligent and you did not file your taxes the proper way. So they went back and did their correction. So, Taxman here to answer your question. If you guys have any other question regarding 1099s, unemployment, which is considered small business also, okay, 1099 small business, sole provider, this is all for you, inbox me, okay? Until then, I will talk to you guys. You guys have a wonderful, wonderful day. Talk to you soon. Ciao.